people, and welcome back to Ferry Goes Fishing. Definitely an exciting one this time. I'm down at Olivemead Lakes for a week. I've got a lodge down here. It's got, I think it's 40 30s in here or something along those lines, and 6 40s, so definitely excited for this one. I'll just quickly show you a little bit of a setup, and I'll show you a lot more throughout the week. Okay, so this is my swim. So I'm fishing the left hand side of it. My friend's going to be fishing the right hand side of this swim. So at the moment I've got kind of one out about 3/4 of the way out on a nice hard gravel strip, and then round to the left hand side here. So in this little bay area of the weeds, sorry, lily pads, is where I've got my other rod. So like you see, there's a clear patch just here. So that's where I've got it. Also been baiting up this little spot in here. So I've been baiting that up since I got here, which was 1 o'clock yesterday. It's now about midday on the Sunday. So I've been here nearly 24 hours now. I had the rods in about 20 hours, so nothing so far, but to be expected on a tricky lake. And yeah, we've got a few options. If things aren't working, I can go right out towards the island as well. So I'll show you some more a little bit later on, and I'll keep you updated. There she is, all 27 pound, 1 ounce of mirror carp from Olivemead Lakes. Oh, buzzing with that one. I have no idea what the time is, but it's on our second night here. Left hand in the margin by some lily pads has ripped off just after my other one had a knock as well, so I was surprised it was my left rod. But yeah, happy with that. 27 pounds, 1 ounce, great start. Just show you the other side. There she is. Fat mama. Definitely a female, I'd imagine, by the shape, but yeah, buzzing with that one. Happy days. Well, we are the morning of day 3. Obviously last night I had my first fish, 27 pound, 1 ounce. Just gonna get some rigs back out. Just done my right rod, obviously using a little bait boat to get it out on the spots we want to. We obviously led it about when we first got here to kind of find our spots. And this right rod that I've already put out is on that, I've said to you before, a gravel strip, literally bang on 9 wraps. Hasn't produced a bite as such. Well, I say that, me and my pal Luke, we're fishing probably about 6 foot apart from each other, so we've got 2 rods out there, 1 each. He had a take last night, got it within sort of a rod length of the bank, and it unfortunately popped off. The fish I had last night was from down in this spot in this far bay I was telling you about. So that's where I had that fish from. So not intending to fish this little bay just yet. I'm gonna stick with that for probably another 24 hours or so, seeing as it produced a fish. Baits we're using, so amnesia squid from Turner Baits is kind of our go-to at the moment. So that's what we're using. Little wafter, mix of pellets, I think some size 3mm and some 6mm mixed together. So that's kind of produced the bites so far. But yeah, I'll give you a little tour. So here's Luke and the ladies, and I'll give you a little tour of what we're staying in, to give you an idea if you was going to kind of stay here, what it's like. So you've got fridge, freezer, oven, kettle, toaster, microwave, so everything really you need. Excuse the mess, obviously it's all our fishing bags and things. Sofa and a telly. We've obviously brought 2 PlayStation 5s, don't come with the lodge. We've brought those so we can play a bit of online FIFA, obviously, while we fish. But yeah, so you get a kind of 2-seater sofa and a chair. And we've obviously got a Nash Moon chair in here for a bit of comfort. So then you've got a double bedroom here, leads into a second double bedroom here. So I suppose it's slight minor inconvenience that whoever's in this room here They kind of have to run through this room if their rod goes off at night. But not for us, it's certainly not an issue. Toilet facilities, you've got shower, so everything you really need, really. So yeah, that's the lodge. I think it works out for this lodge about £180 a night, and that's obviously for 4 people, so 2 people angling, so you're looking at 90 quid a night, which isn't bad, I don't think, at all. So yeah, Olivemead Fishery, from what we've seen so far, it's obviously a beautiful lake, and would yeah, I'd definitely recommend it, to be honest. But yeah, I'll keep you updated on how we get on. Okay, fish number 2. Not the hippos we come for at Olivemead. Bang on £10, little stocky, beautiful little mirror. Clean as a whistle, little mouth. Yeah, I mean, it's a lovely fish, but yeah, not the size we were hoping for when we came here. But every bite's welcome. This is off the middle spot on my big baited area, which I was hopeful was going to do a few bites. So I've already got the rod back out, and yeah, hopefully nick one more tonight. Morning, people. It's now Tuesday morning. Obviously I had one last night, £10, literally like the smallest fish in the lake, but that's how it goes sometimes. So just woken up this morning and the heron's out in front of us. I don't know if you can see this. Alright, it's Tuesday night. Luke's just landed his first one, £20, 14 ounces, nice long lean common, probably a male judging by the shape of it, but yeah, lovely common, nice one, mate. Hello, I thought I'd give a little update. We are on Wednesday now, so we're doing Saturday till Saturday, so we're a good halfway through the trip now. So the last video you would have seen was my friend Luke landing his first one of the trip, just over £20.14 I think it was, common, nice fish, and that was from our spot out in the middle that we've both been baiting and both been fishing, and that spot seems to be doing a bite a night now. It's definitely, like, I don't know if it's this time of year or what, but it definitely seems to be a night bite venue. It gets to about 8 o'clock in the evening and you can just see the lake come alive, lots of movement, fish shows. Unfortunately very few in our area, which is one of the things when you're on kind of a fixed lodge, and there's other lodges on the lake, you can't move to where the fish are showing. The fish, I'll just kind of show you where they've generally been showing. So the fish have generally been showing out over in that far corner of the lake, right at the far end. That's generally where they've been showing, and a few kind of on the end of the reeds here. Our boundary sort of ends here, just at the start of the reed line, so unfortunately, again, not areas we can fish that they've been showing predominantly in. Little update for me really, so I've still got one in the baited area, just kind of on the left hand side in line with this tree, 3/4 of the way out, which produced that small mirror. I did have one right in a little hole here, so there's a little bit where there's a gap in the island, and I had it right there, but I had nothing on that. Obviously had my fish from down here, so I've still got one there, and I've just moved to a new spot just over 6 wraps out, just sort of directly out this way. Again, really hard gravel spot, so I'm giving that a go. On my main spot, out on the baited area, I've actually switched it to a zig, because we've had 0 action in a day, 0 signs there be any action in a day. So yeah, I've put a zig out now. Luke's done the same. His right rod he's put on a zig now as well. just to kind of see whether the reason we're not getting day bites is whether they're up in the water a little bit more. The only indication we got is we've seen one fish in our area that was up on the surface, so we thought, well, let's give zigs a go. They're definitely not feeding on the bottom during the day, so it's worth a try, and see what happens. So yeah, got 2 on the bottom, 1 on zigs. If the zig has any indication that they might be feeding higher up, I'll obviously switch all 3 to zigs during the day, but we'll see how we go, really. Well, yeah, we're confident on those baited spots in the evenings, that between 8:30 p.m. and sort of 4 in the morning we'll have a bite. We just don't seem to be able to get a group of fish into our area at the moment. I think we're doing well to pinch fish here and there, but it'd be nice if we could kind of get them to move over into this area from that far corner, and we might be able to have a few before we go. But yeah, we're grinding it out at the moment, and yeah, I'll keep you updated. Well, it was fair to say that changing to zigs on the Wednesday didn't change our fortunes. We continued not to receive bites during the day, so we decided on Thursday that we'd take a little day trip down to Castle Combe, where the set of Downton Abbey was filmed, we're led to believe. Have a go on that then. What was that, 32.12?
Yeah, 32.12.
£32.12 mirror from Olivemead, off of a set of lily pads. Yeah, look at that thing. Let's have a... Oh, getting right in the light there, aren't I? My shadow is terrible on here. There you go. Yeah, banger, nice one, mate. Okay, so this isn't an update video, this is pretty much a signing off video. We've got about an hour or so left. It's on Saturday morning now. So the last video you would have seen was Luke's 32 pounder, and then Friday morning, so a few hours after that, I had a tench, which I'll post a picture of. It was a lovely tench, but obviously not what we came for. And that seems to be the last fish, unless something happens in the next hour. So it's been fairly tough going. We've had 2 carp each, and I spoke to a chap before we came down here, who fishes here. He does a week every year, and he says if you're a standard session is probably 2 fish in a week. He said if you really have it off, you'll have 5 fish in a week, to give us a little bit of an idea of how this place usually fishes. So yeah, we've done okay. It's been pretty tough. As I've said, a lot of the fish have been shown in the far corner of the lake when we've been here, so I don't think we've ever really had them in our swim, unfortunately. But saying that, we've had 2 20s, a 30, and obviously 1 double. So we've done okay. Luke lost 2, which is a kicker. If he had 4 in the week, he'd have had a great week, really. But that's not to say, you know, if I had a 30, 20 and a 30, I'd be happy enough. So yeah, it's been a good week. Olivemead, I would definitely recommend here, actually. we've done these kind of week holidays at Cherry Lakes, we've done Angler's Paradise and things like that, and I'd probably say Olivemead is my favourite one actually, just in terms of a venue, having the lake right next to you and things, which you don't get at Angler's Paradise. Cherry Lakes you do. And as a direct comparison though, Olivemead's probably about half the price of Cherry Lakes, and you get very, very similar kind of facilities, and the owners here are great. Cherry Lakes, we had a few issues. He kind of let himself in our lodge and things like that, which we felt a little uncomfortable with when we were out. Whereas here, they're good as gold, really helpful, just really nice people. So yeah, I'd definitely recommend Olivemead as a place to come. Yeah. I think that's about it really. Like I say, couple of carp each. I've already mentioned I had an eel, a tench, also did a little bit of roach fishing one night just for an hour or two, had half a dozen roach out, and also one of the rigs I brought back in had a massive mussel clamped around my rig as well, so caught a little bit of a variety as well as the carp. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, people. If anyone's got any questions about Olivemead, feel free to kind of drop a comment. Happy to kind of answer any questions you might have. See you all on the next one, guys.